just double check here on level 1.
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have some bad news. It's your son. It's okay, I know. You do? What are you doing? I have work that must be done today, since my son can no longer work. It's like this here, too, huh?
Alright.
Forget about your work, or better yet, think of tending to your son as your task for today. Very well, I'll get to work.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
I was just out there. Why didn't I listen to my hopes and dreams and thoughts that I was on the right track? How did it all go with the boomies?
Yeah.
It went great. We brought some back with us. Great, let me see.
no.
Whoa, there they are. Such cute little freaks you are. I still don't get it.
You did.
Thanks a million. With these little guys, I can draw pictures of boomies and make stuffed animals that look like them. Once these things take off, I'm going to be super famous and popular. Someone's got it all figured out. Sounds like this place is in good hands.
Really?
You really think so? Thanks for all your help. I'm going to make boomies the mascot of this entire city. You just wait.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll be the first in line to buy one of your stuffed animals once they're ready.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
Get oodled.
Okay, off we go.
Off we go then.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
And the other animals are taking their sweet time.
Yes.
I'll get started. Bring me some fire.
What?
Wait, you intend to burn your child? That's right. That's how you do it. I don't understand. Wouldn't a formal funeral procession be more appropriate? I'm sorry, have I done something wrong? Tell me, do you have no custom where relatives of the deceased may say their final farewells? Not really. How could we have on I forgot how to say it again. Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial rites. Among Renans, it's customary for relatives to send the remains out into the heavens. Why not introduce such a practice to Dana? Go with that. We believe that in doing so, the deceased spirit shall join the flow of astral energy and travels to the cosmos. We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for the bereaved to see their loved ones. Surely something should be done to honor their memory. But death is a part of everyday living for us, Danans, Donans, Danans. You really think we're going to ship bodies into space somehow every single day? I simply felt that something more ought to be done. When the Rena still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build grave sites. As bodies decompose, they can spread diseases. We didn't have any other choice in how we could bury our people. Rinwell, don't think for a second I've forgiven everything that the Renas did to us. Tell me, Alphen, do you know why none of us have last names like them? Let me tell you why. It's because We outnumbered them, and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. Your people steal so much from us, as it is, and on top of that, you have the gall to try and make us live like you too. If you hate it here so much, why don't you just turn them all hollow? Aye, that's enough. No more. Venegas could strike at any time, and here we are fighting amongst ourselves. We're all well aware of the suffering and hatred we each harbor, but if we're going to coexist, we have to recognize each other's differences. That's what we're all working together to achieve, to bring an end to this whole system and begin to live together side by side. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I'll break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. Sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it would appear that I have yet to reckon with our people's dark history in earnest.
I'm afraid not.
Renwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Words cannot express how deeply sorry I am for clearly offending you so deeply.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for lashing out at you as hard as I did, Dohalim. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotions. I know you were only thinking about what was best for her son, too.
Rinwell.
Renwell, I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps that will help us begin to bridge the gap.
Huh?
Huh? Sure, I don't mind. Could you maybe teach me about Rena too then, please? You two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we were able to patch things up. We've lost enough good people along the way as it is. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay your son to rest. We'll do it the Danon way.
Good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for granting me that task. Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as his mom. Well, because of all of you, my son is at peace now.
Right.
Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that would make him proud.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
Well, I had my mic muted, but you know, who cares? Give me the pigs. Alright, rest that Pelican in. The Legion, whatever it's called.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
Ah, we're stuck here. That's why we can't fast travel out. I forgot about that. Sure, that guy with the boat will show up eventually.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
It's not good.
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then?
We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
There are 4 lights.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Can we stop calling it a wedge? It bears no resemblance to a wedge whatsoever. Also, kind of interesting that the woman in red was able to, I guess, hide herself from Renans. Very, very interesting. I think I do remember her with all the other lords as well. I might have picked up on some clues like, oh, hey, you know, that person, but I don't think I paid very much attention to it. Because, you know, a lot of the NPCs just look the same, so I just figured it was just another NPC that looked the same, you know? Wasn't anything crazy distinct about that particular character. When that thing dropped out of Lenegis, the sound, oh my, I thought the mountains were collapsing. The mountains, you say? Trying to find a way out to the other realms. Can't say I've ever heard about anything. If we knew anything like that, we wouldn't have had to hunker down in Thistleum. Thistleum. Trying to get to the other realms. Without a sturdy boat, there isn't much you can... Wait, I take that back. I remember one of the elders who recently started talking a little, mentioned something. Apparently back in the day, there used to be a way to get through the Forland Mountains, but not anymore. What could it have been?
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
For some reason I thought that was the castle. Not the gates. Alright, so yeah, Lenegis is doing some crazy stuff. Although, them saying like, oh, you know, it seems like it's totally calculated. Bro, it's been a month.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
It's only been a month. 3 rapig meat. Hey, that's the meat. Friend to the animals. All of those are just whatever.
Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
I'll need to stop picking on Law. The poor guy. I'm glad I was able to figure that out.
We've reached our destination.
As if it wasn't rapigs, I was going to be very concerned.
Yes!
Well, it's about time. This should be everything the recipe asks for. Yes, I see rice here, spices, rapig meat, and is this that other white, soft, and fluffy thing? Yeah, it's called tofu. Apparently you make it by taking the liquid from soybeans and solidifying it.
Very nice.
Oh, fascinating. I can't wait to see how it tastes. I know, I'm really curious. I had a lot of trouble bringing this stuff back without Shion stealing it and eating it.
Yes!
Well, here's the recipe. Go ahead and fix this mabo curry so we can find out why it was forbidden.
Right!
Right. We'll get right on it.
Just a minute.
Hold your horses, Alphen. I'll decide how much spice we put in it. If we let you decide, it'll tear a hole through our stomachs. Fine. Tofu don't taste like nothing, so, you know, nothing gonna happen there. Alright, it's all done. I made sure to give Shion an extra large serving. Oh, look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine, too. Well, let's see how it tastes.
What?
Whoa, this is
Yes!
exalting, fulfilling, liberating. Absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. This masterpiece is surely the key to realizing world peace.
Great!
So basically, you really like it, is what I'm getting here. Great. Then let's also go ahead and... Oh, you're already eating, huh, Shion? Delicious. I love how the different spices complement each other, and this soft, mild tofu gives it a nice texture.
Hey.
Don't you think this tastes great too, Alphen?
No way!
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh?
Bad? I thought you liked spicy food. This is really bad. Forgive me, Shion. This is absolutely...
Hey!
Stop, you're embarrassing yourself.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
How?
Embarrassing indeed.
Amazing!
I'm sorry, but it's hard to put into words just how good this tastes. It makes me want to get up and jump for joy. Now you're starting to understand what I've been trying to teach you. I never would have imagined such an overwhelming dish could ever exist, or it ever exist. I can already feel myself getting addicted to it.
Yes!
Now I see. This may very well be why it was branded a forbidden recipe in ages past. Perhaps even great wars were fought over it, or perhaps not. Likely not, the more I think about it.
Hey.
Better make sure you don't eat too much of this stuff, Shion, or you might regret it. I'll be fine. Besides, I prefer to eat it with bread, so...
What?
So what? What difference does that make?
Very nice.
I feel completely and utterly satisfied. I can leave this realm with no regrets. Having now visited each of the realms, I'm not sure where to travel next. But I sense fate shall bring us together again one day. Until next time, farewell. Oh, he didn't say our culinary, crusade, or whatever he says.
Alphen! Shion's stuffing bread with mabo curry!
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
We'll press the right button someday. And get vacuum blades. We'll work. Oh, we don't need to work on that. We're gonna work on that next. Boost gauge from enemy downs. Guess I wanted just the elemental attack. Arc casting mobility is blah. We'll work on that next. Mid-air evasion. EG at the start of battle. Let's work on Inferno Punch. Okay. More side quests. Oh my gosh.
We've reached our destination.
I wonder if something happened.
Okay, well, this is a good time to save, and I guess a good time to end for today. It's 5:30 over here. I've been streaming for 12 hours. I started at 5:30 a.m. And I think we made quite a bit of progress. Quite a bit of stuff happened, and, 37 hours into the game. I will be back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Pacific. Will be a shorter stream. It'll probably be around 2.5 to 3 hours or so. And, I guess we'll do some side quests and continue with some main story and kind of see where things take us. We've got a lot of side quests to do, it seems, so do what we gotta do. I need the money. As you can see, I've been strapped for cash this entire game. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See if other people are streaming. Grayson is streaming. So let's go raid Grayson. But yeah, I'm out of here. See you tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Pacific. Peace.